Hey, what's up, guys? I pray you guys are having a great day. And this is my first video that I'm doing on YouTube Live and trying to stack content and to put things all in one particular area. So we're trying out this live. Whenever I go live on Instagram, it doesn't save. So, or it only gives 24 hours. So now what I'm trying to do is trying to put on somewhere that is going to stay save beyond 24 hours and allow people to go back and watch this content. One of the things that I've really been wrestling with as of lately is to not be resentful. I think that one of our greatest weapons to the enemy is to never resent a season that we survived. Is to never resent a season that we survived. And it's kind of hard to do because in every situation that we find ourselves in, if it did not turn out the way we desired it to, or if it didn't end the way we wanted it to, or we did not get the results that we wanted from the situation, we can almost become resentful of us enduring the situation or living through the situation, or why did God allow me to deal with that the way that I had to deal with that. And one of the things that, or a phrase that God began to give me was, "You're better because of it." And I know that sounds very cliche, and I know that may sound very simplistic, but it was one of the things that I had to continue to enamor in my mind, that I am better because of it. And here recently, I went through a chain of losses, whether it be death, or whether it be people removing themselves out of my life, or whether it be painful tears, whatever it may be. And I almost got mad with God and telling God, why in the world would you allow this to happen? Why in the world did I have to endure this? Why do I have to go through this? Why does this have to be a thing? And I was just very upset with God, to be totally honest. And when he gave me those words, that you're better because of it, it didn't give me a peace initially, but I began to think about all the things that I learned. And most of the time, when we think about seasons we survived, we don't think about how or what we learned while we were in the middle of the season. And a lot of times we don't know all the pieces and all the things that we've learned until another situation arises. So I am kind of urging us to start doing inventory of what you know and how you picked up what you know. A lot of times we don't think about how we got, well, how we acquired what we deem now as wisdom or knowledge. So what we tend to do is that we'll think that we gain this knowledge by reading, or we gain this knowledge by just enduring, or listening to somebody, or whatever the case is. But majority of the time, we gained knowledge by a season that we survived. And if we do not begin to take inventory of the seasons that we survived and what we learned from those seasons, we'll resent those seasons. What causes us to resent is that we do not recant. What causes us to resent is that we do not recant. Recant means that I replay, I relive, and I come reestablished with what I learned for that particular season. And seasons can be 9 years, seasons can be 9 months, seasons can be 9 days, whatever it may be. But the reality of it is, we should not be resentful for a season we survived. And then we also have to come to a place of our own understanding of why God allowed us to endure what we endured. Oftentimes, I used to say this quite often, I changed because of pain, right? I went through something, I went through some pain, and then it caused me to change. But that's not true. Change started, or it initiated the desire to change. Knowledge is the thing that allowed me to change. There is no change without knowledge, but there is a desire through pain. So we have to understand that the pain of the past created a desire for you to want to change. Then you attach to knowledge, and then knowledge gave you the information to change. And so I think we really have to get to a place where we come to fall in love with the seasons we survived. I know that's hard to think about. I know it's hard to grasp, but I don't think that there is true freedom without celebrating what you survived. If you can't get to a place where you celebrate what you survived, I contest maybe you're still in bondage. And it's all the idea that, you know, on these, I don't want to overload you with scripture, but it's all the idea of Romans 8:28. And for we know that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and that are called according to his purpose. And we begin to rely and rest in that thought. The thought is that it's going to work together for my good, no matter how I got here or how I may currently feel or how I have to endure this season that I'm in. I'm just here to tell you, you'll be better because of it. Now, that may be ugly in the middle. It may be challenging. It may be a daunting thought. But I just wanted to tell you, you're going to be better because of it. And I know that may not grant you some type of reassurance, but it reverts back to scripture. And I just wanted to tell you that before you get frustrated, before you give up, before you throw in the towel, you're going to be better because of this. And so, yeah, celebrate the seasons that you survived. The past is the past, but do not throw away the lessons of the past. How do we know? When David goes to fight Goliath, man, I'm loading you up with scripture today. I'm sorry. When David goes to fight Goliath, he says, the same God that freed me from the hands of the bear and of the lion. And, you know, and he goes down the past. He says, will deliver me from the hands of this Philistine. He says, I can't throw away what I survived. I have to use that as a barometer of what I know that I can do. If you throw away everything, from the past, you also throw away the lessons that you learned and the victories that you won. So the reason why I can say you're better because of it, because you survived it. And also you are still here to talk about it. And the reality of it is you need to draw from your past victories and the fact that God was on your side then and he's still on your side now. So don't give up. Don't quit. Don't grow frustrated. Don't grow upset. But stay true to your own growth process. So that's just what I wanted to give you to let you know you'll be better because of it. And so I wanted to try this YouTube live thing out. It's new for me. And hopefully we'll get some more traction on here. This is the first video that I've done on here. So hopefully this helps somebody tonight. If it did, send it to somebody and tell them, yo, you need to watch this. Why? Because you're better because of it. So let's not resent another season ever again. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. All right. So let's not resent it. Let's not be frustrated because of it. Let's not be mad that, you know, this happened to us. But the reality of it is we survived it, and you have so much more to survive as well. All right. So I pray you guys have a great night. And whenever you're watching this, I hope that it helps you. And if it does help you, send it to someone else and let it help them. Don't become a hoarder of the help. All right. Don't become the hoarder of the help. So share it with somebody, send it to somebody, and say, yeah, you need this. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys have a great night.